buy me this. I want this toy. I want this toy. The type of things that people who are around children, supportive people would want to buy. But did you know that there are certain gifts that you shouldn't buy? There are certain gifts that are harmful for a child. Now, I'm going to ask you this question. I'm going to give you about 3 or 4 minutes to ponder on this. Now, this is my question. What gifts should you give children and at what age? Let me repeat it again. What gifts should you give children and at what age should you give those particular gifts? A lot of times, because you can afford to, people give some amazing gifts. The people who are next will say, what a fantastic gift. He love him picking. Love him. I love him. Wait. Love him. But what if those gifts are actually doing more harm than good? Because we love them, right?
views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeriainfo FM. Nigeriainfo, let's talk.
Hello, Port Harcourt, with Jude on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
All right, first message here is from Ivy. Ivy says, Drew, good morning. I was just talking about this with my sister just yesterday. They think that because they have money, they should buy any and everything for their daughter. And I don't agree. There are certain things that you shouldn't give a child at a particular time. Even things that look harmless can be dangerous or harmful to the child. They just bought her a very big teddy bear. Those giant ones that a lot of people like to buy for Valentine's. And I told them that this is not a good gift to give to a child, particularly a 3-year-old. It is not appropriate. That child can be suffocated by that particular thing. But now my sister and I are quarreling because I said the gift was not good for her child. Do you think it's good? I'm not pediatrician. I'm not pediatrician, so I wouldn't tell. But yeah, I know there's certain gifts. Some toys can be dangerous for children. 92.3. Hello, Potako. Good morning to you, please.
Yes, Jude. Good morning, Mr. Zion.
Good morning to you, please.
If you ask most parents what is childhood, they will not tell you. They cannot even explain it to you because they don't know what it is. And you see this aspect of childhood between the age.
All right. So that's not us. That's not us. That's obviously a drop call scenario. So apologies there. Ivy said, look, she's not happy with the gift her sister got their child. You know, it's a very big teddy bear. I'm guessing those those ones that you see for. Am I right? Those ones you see for Valentine's Day, those big ones. So it's like 50,000, 70,000, big toy, very big, right? All mushy and cuddly, those kind of things. And she says it's not great that the child can actually choke on that toy. Now, like I said, I know that there are some toys, there are some gifts that could be harmful for a child or for children in general. There are certain things that you shouldn't give them, right? They can actually play with them, but it could actually harm them. It could harm them. Just some things you should not just give a child. Just because you love the child says, Daddy, buy for me. You shouldn't buy for your children. And when should you buy those things? Because I like to believe that there's something called age-appropriate behavior, age-appropriate, gift, age-appropriate conversations. All right, 2.3. Hello, Potako. Good morning to you, please. Okay, numbers to call 017 923 0003, 0817 923 0007, 0817 923 0003, 0817 923 0007. All right, at Nigeriainfo PH, at Nigeriainfo PH is where you will find us on Facebook and on X. At Nigeriainfo PH, at Nigeriainfo PH is where you'll find us on Facebook and on X. All right, our WhatsApp number is 0809030 641 0809030 Please, the last number I just reeled out is not for the reception of calls, just messages. Hello, Port Harcourt. Good morning to you, please.
Yeah, Mr. Jude, I reconnect Mr. Zion.
Good morning. Thank you for calling back, please.
There are these items or gifts you offer your children or your kids. You take away the childhoodness from them. There is this so much privilege you give to them. You take away the childhood from them. Let me be honest to you, sir. If not for the sake of academics, kids that are not up to the age of 18, like my home or the ones in this house, should not be using phone connected to the internet.
Okay.
But because of academics and a brief communication away from home, that is why they have the privilege, especially.
Hello, Mrs. Iron.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Okay, hello.
Yeah, Jude, sorry.
Okay. All right.
In that state, you avoid this gift that you know will remove them from who they are. Give them the little ones they can interact with. Give them the soft one that can interpret their age. You made mention of the word age appropriate. You see, this is a deeper word. Most fathers and mothers, because they have so much money, they have bought their children so much expensive things. They now give their children this braggadocious spirit. I have this, I have that, I have that. And look at the other kids that never had a privilege. You see the disparities between them. Before you know, these other ones, okay, when I get this one, I be make when I go, maybe we go our own. Now these ones that don't have, we go and form a place age appropriate. Now this one that have it all, they will now become lonely. Over the period, even if you want to come and play with them, they will tend to avoid that. Okay, go with your big teddy bear. Go with our small doll baby. What will happen to the girl with the big teddy bear? Depression will start coming. Oh, nobody wants to play with me. Let me stop here, Mr. Zion.
All right, that's a very interesting take there, Zion. Thank you very much. Brightner from Woji on WhatsApp says, from 0 to 10 years, a child should be gifted with emotional gifts and clothes. From 11 to 18, the child should be gifted with koboko for serious thrashing if the need arises. Then from 18 and above, you can buy them whatever you want them to own. Whatever you want them to own. Brightner from Woji. Okay, so emotional gifts between 0 and 10, from 11 to 18. Discipline, apparently, because you use the word koboko. For those of you who don't know who are outside Nigeria, koboko refers to the cane, to the whip, to the belt, to smack. All right, you give them that. Then after 18, right, you can buy them whatever you want them to own. All right. This one here says, good morning. You see this issue of gifts. A lot of Nigerians these days have now misused the gifting process as a way to guarantee them peace of mind during their parenting. You see parents who will tell children, oh, if you keep quiet, I will buy you something. Whereas those things are not meant to be what the child should be using at that time. It's little wonder why you have children who are now growing up feeling entitled. When they want something, all they have to do is throw a tantrum, and if mommy doesn't like the noise, mommy promises them something. They go into life thinking that if they just do something that disturbs the next person, they will get what they want. This is the problem many parents are engaged in right now. The child wants something. The child is throwing a tantrum. You, boom. All right, I'll buy you this. It does help. I think that reward system, I'm no psychologist, right? But I've seen that reward system work effectively, where you talk to the child, you convince the child that if they do A, this is going to be their reward. If they don't do A, well, it's going to be more difficult for them. They will enjoy whatever it is that they want to enjoy. But when it gets to the point where the child is always expecting a reward for behaving well, that might not sit well in the long term. Hello, Port Harcourt. 92.3, good morning to you, please. Oh, dear. Sorry about that. That's a drop cost scenario. No faults from here. Most likely, is 923 0002 0817 923 0003 0817 923 0002 0817 923 0003. All right. Once again, We're talking about child appropriate gifts. All right. What gifts should you give your child, and at what age should you give them? At what age? When should be the right time to give a child a certain item or not? All right. Okay, I've read Bright. This one is from Thank God. Thank God says, Jude, good morning. Age appropriate gifts, as the name implies, refers to gifts that should be given to a child when the child has hit a milestone. For example, dolls and playthings are to be given to children at any age. If the child wants to play with a doll baby like the girls in our community, it's no problem. As long as they can move around, it should be given to them. But you see, those toys that make them feel that they are better than the next people, they should not be given to children. For example, mobile phones. I don't believe any child who is under 12 should have a mobile phone of his or her own. What is she doing? Who is she calling? For how long? You give your children these phones, these devices. Can you monitor them? You can't tell them.
Stay with us. Nigeria Info. We'll be back.
sits on her lap and she's turning the steering wheel. Unfortunately, that child knocked down the father. Is it the father or the mother? I'm sure some of you have seen that video before. So, once again, what gifts should you give or not give your child? And at what age should you give that child that particular gift? My name is Jude. Let's have a conversation, shall we?
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeriainfo FM. Nigeriainfo, let's talk.
Hello, but hot with Jude on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
So 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003. These are the numbers that you should call if you want to join us in the conversation live in the studio. Now, you can follow us on Facebook and X, where we are streaming live. You can get to drop comments, engage with us, not just on this conversation, on the previous conversation, and even upcoming conversations. The handle is at Nigeriainfo, PH, at Nigeriainfo, PH. All right, so you can check that handle out, follow, and also participate in the conversations. WhatsApp is 0809-030-6416. 92.3. Hello, Port Harcourt. Good morning, please.
Good morning, Jude.
Good morning.
Yeah, talking about target to be given to children, right?
Toys, gifts, whatever it is. Where should you give them?
Yeah. Some of these children, their attitudes are being influenced by their parents. Let me tell you something. On this Sunday, I saw my niece, who is about, she will be 15 years by next month, but she looks like a 22 or 23-year-old girl already. I saw her doing a video on TikTok. That girl uses a smartphone of over 400,000.
Wow.
And I thought I post on WhatsApp and on TikTok. She said she has not done anything. And the probably she may have blocked the mother from seeing her. You understand?
Yeah.
And I called the mom and said, okay, go and check her phone, what she posts. The mom called me that she refused, that she cannot see anything. I said, okay. I now called her, they give your phone to your mom. She now gave the phone because she used to fear me. Give the phone to her mom. Yeah, the mom now saw the video
she posted.
She had a post online. As I think the children phone have been corrected from her. So some of these things, our parents are the ones that are influencing this attitude of their children. And that's why would people give your daughter that kind of phone?
Well, somebody argued that because of education these days, you are, everything's online. Google is there. You have research engines, coding, so you can't really say your children should not use them.
See, those children are most smarter than our parents. The mother does not know where they block somebody from doing something, but the daughter knows. So who are you? Parents to stop deceiving themselves. Initially, when you were growing up, you know what it is to attend again. You cannot because of parents. You have to go to church, you have to go to stream just to see again. But now, this social media has bastardized everything. Parents will come and tell you that with buy laptop or desktop and sit in the house for them.
Okay, so right now, giving them their own personal PCs. Get a desktop. Now I made mention of it. Maybe that's what my father did. Well, at that time, laptops were not very popular, but yes, we did have a desktop PC in the house. And interestingly, my younger brothers picked up, from where my father stopped, and they are into the computer field and whatnot. I didn't, weirdly enough. Right, but hey, that's how life is. Now, this is from Anonymous. It says that nobody knows it all. There is no hard and fast rule with certain things. Even in the same house, what works for one child will be a disaster for another child. And the idea that the children of the rich are lonely or sadder when compared with children of the poor is wild and flagrantly false. Oh yeah, you can't agree with that. There's absolutely no absolute. There's no absolute, right? There are no absolutes when it comes to this. Let's take a look at, in quote, the children of the privileged. What if they are being raised in a very balanced home? The mom, dad, yes, they may have a lot of money, but they're not, loud, they're not lavish, they just know that, okay, I can afford this, I can buy my child this toy. They're not insultive, they're not demeaning, they speak with respect. That child is likely going to be a pretty happy child. 92.3, hello, Posako. Good morning, please. Hello, good morning. Hello. Oh, dear. Okay, all right, let's move on. All right, Grace here says, hi, G, good morning. And when it comes to toys, we have to be very careful. Those very small toys that have magnets? Please, if anybody's listening to this, they should not give their children, particularly those children that are under 5 or 6, those toys. Those toys are designed to be attractive. They are colorful. They are usually of animals or the favorite cartoon characters that those children like. But because they have magnets, they've been proven to be very dangerous. Children have been known to swallow those magnets. Some children have been known to even put those magnets where they ought not to place them, and they get shocked. Please, parents should not give children those toys that have magnets. Grace is saying, okay. There's an age. Thank you very much, Grace. By the way, I think there's some truth in that. There's an age that's probably under 2, where the child has this oral fetish, oral fixation. Everything goes to the mouth. The child holds a spoon. Next thing, spoon in the mouth. The child holds the remote control. Next thing is in the mouth. Even their own foot. How many of you seen babies who just bend their foot? Till today I can't do that. But you see a child will bend the foot, put the feet in the mouth. Like, I don't know if it tastes nice, I'm not sure, but it's an oral fixation. So maybe Grace is onto something here. Don't let your child get a hand on those toys, those small toys that have magnets in them. Particularly those of you who like to put magnets on the fridge. Could be dangerous. My 2.3, good morning. Hello, Potakot.
Good morning. I want to go back from Akabechi.
Good morning, please.
Yeah, morning.
Go on.
Yeah. I've forgotten the headline, please.
We're not headlines. We're talking about gifts for children. This is Nigeriainfo, by the way.
I'm aware.
Yes. All right. So we're talking about gifts to give children and what age you should give children certain types of gifts.
Yes. As a teacher, if you give children gifts, you are motivated them for more.
Okay.
The gift should be within their reach. You don't give them reach that is above their reach, but it is proper. As an incentive, it will motivate them, even if you send them a message. Let me tell you.
Okay.
Anytime you're coming back from home, from work, or anything, and you buy them small thing, anytime you're coming, they'll be jumping up and down. But if you don't buy them anything, 2-3 times, even if you're daddy, when they're coming, they just stay and start looking at you, whether you are daddy at all. But those things you buy will make them, the relationship be cordial. It is an ideal situation to give them gifts, which I do. Within their age, you don't give them gifts.
Exactly. So what are the gifts that that is not within their age that you see some people giving their children these days?
You cannot come back and say a child of 10, you say you're buying him a motorbike or you're buying him an Android phone, as a gift, or getting him on those things that are above him. You get him something within his reach now. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
It's an administration. It says it creates a relationship between parents and even other children too. They will give you respect because you are a good person if you do that. If you don't give gift to children or other children too, they look at you as a bad man, a wizard.
Okay.
Like
all right, thank you very much. All right, so I like that, where and I think maybe is it an African? No, I don't think it's an African thing. I think maybe it's parents all over the world, right? Because growing up, it was almost a given, particularly on weekends, that as daddy is coming home, daddy was coming with something, almost a given. Sometimes it could be bananas, sometimes it could be ice cream. Sometimes it could be anything, So, yeah, maybe it has a point there. Yeah, maybe he does have a point. But you have to be careful with what you're giving or gifting to children. Good morning, Jude. Age-appropriate gifts, as this topic says, refers to gifts that should be given to child or children when they have passed certain milestones. Unfortunately, many are abused because of these gifts. Take, for example, that rich uncle that comes and decides that because he has money, decides to give that child 10,000 naira. What is a child of 5 years old going to do with 10,000 naira? And this uncle continues to give gifts like this. This child becomes sensitive and now decides that, look, if any uncle or auntie doesn't give him or her gifts worth that amount or something that they can readily have access to, that person is a bad child. And so you have children these days who go around with an entitlement mentality. Everywhere they go, they are looking for that uncle, that person who gives them items. When you don't give them, when you give them advice or maybe even a small toy, they look at you like you are not a serious person. So money has been mentioned. Do you agree that you shouldn't give? But we all know that joke in this country now, that when aunties come to your house, they like you or they're trying to be nice, they'll say, okay, we're giving you 100 naira, mommy will keep it for you. I know I've been waiting for a certain amount that my auntie gave my mom until tomorrow. That money has not made manifest. It has not. I don't think it ever will. I don't think I want to play that same card with my own children. But yes, we all expected it. Are you saying people shouldn't give money or shouldn't gift money any longer? Interesting. 017-923-0002, 017-923-0003. Let's get to Facebook now. And X at Nigeriainfo, PH at Nigeriainfo. PH is where you find us on Facebook, and on X at Nigeriainfo, PH at Nigeriainfo, PH. And our conversation is age appropriate gifts. What age should you give a certain type of gift to your son, to your daughter? What gifts should you not even buy at all? Right? What are those gifts that you don't encourage parents to get? And what are those gifts that you should get them at a particular age? All right, good morning, Jude. Let's be honest, everything boils down to money. If people are much more financially buoyant, trust me, the fancy gifts you see on television is what a lot of people would have. It's not in this same life that some people give their children cars at 16, 17, and they go to school and the children turn out to be great men and great women. The skies have not fallen. If I have money, Jude, I will get my son a car at the age of 17. End of story. When it's 18, it becomes his full property. He learns how to drive, becomes a man of his own at an early age. We should stop feeding the narrative of giving people poor things or restricting them and restricting the experiences that they have. If you have money, please buy the best gifts you can, but also buy the gifts that will make impact in the child's life. Frank, with that comment. Buy gifts that will make impact in the child's life. I think I was speaking was it last week or a fortnight ago? I was telling somebody, was it here? I was making mention that one of the most prized, I think I was telling a friend of mine, one of the most prized gifts my father ever gave me in this life was a pen. It was a metallic, what is it called, Packer pen those days, right? But it was a metallic pen. It was silver and gold. Was obviously it wasn't original gold, but it was silver color with gold lines and all of that. I misplaced almost everything during my second and third term in GSS1. But you see that pen? It followed me everywhere. I kept it, nurtured it. It was special. It's not like I signed checks with that pen. Never. But it held a very important value for me. That my father thought me worthy of having this kind of pen that he used to take to his office. Said, "You are going to school now. Do well. Use this." I would rather use our olden days Bic. That pen never saw an examination hall. Never. The things that we remember, though. Good morning, Jude. I was a young child when I first accounted my first 20,000 naira for my uncle. The problem is not the age. The challenge is the mindset embedded in the child. If the parents are extremely money-minded, definitely it will be in the child's gene. I was taught to save, and I will continue to be my lifestyle. So the mindset embedded is more important. Then the age comes. Divine favor from Mumi Bekwe. The mindset comes before the age. What did you embed in that child? Okay. So, magnets. Let's wrap up. Magnets, toys that have magnets should not be given to toddlers. All right, they shouldn't play with them. They can put them into their mouths, swallow them. It can cause problems, right? So don't give them magnets. Don't give them money for good behavior. You have to watch how you do that. Don't also get mobile phones, particularly when they're not of age. And if you do, you should be monitoring. All right. Now, these are some of the things that have been made mention on the program this morning. So, if you have a child or if you have children, like someone said, there's no one size fits all. All right. Some children may respond positive to or negative to a particular gift item or whatever. Whew, raising a child is not easy. Yikes! I envy all of you. Envy you guys. Thank you as always for joining us on our conversations. I hope you've learned something today. Thank you to the contributors so far, whether it was on WhatsApp and indeed via the telephones. Well, we have a break coming up, and after that, headline, the major news rather comes up your way by midday today. After that, the sunny side of conversation. Chelsea surprised everybody when they pulled a walloping against a very lackluster, very average Everton side yesterday. 6-0. Cole Palmer with 4 goals. 4 very well taken goals, I have to admit. Well, the big one is today. The UEFA Champions League. Arsenal have a chance, not today, but tomorrow. But, we'll see the matches later on today. Kosi, NG Kalela, and obviously Dockers Cookies, Sports Diva will be giving you all the latest reports and analysis later on at extra time. Fingers crossed, my team Bayern Munich should do one over Arsenal, as, they've been knocked off their perch. Leverkusen, new champions after 11 straight seasons. All of that you get on 90.3 Nigeriainfo. My name is Jude. Good morning.